guys, it's Jay, Travel by Jay. This is our Between Departures, and this is the episode that I'm doing without my wife. She's gone, so we're gonna hijack the show because I'm quite sure she's like, what are you up to? Guess what? Got one of my dogs here with me, one of my brothers, Omar. We've been buddies since God knows when. I was actually 17. He was 18. I think he should have been arrested for, contributing to delinquency of a minor. But here we are, doing my thing. I told you I have a special guest, and you know what? Here he is, all the way from Brooklyn himself via California. My boy Omar. Omar, welcome to the show, bro.
Thank you for inviting me on, and hopefully we have a good time with this podcast and let people know exactly what we're doing, what we're looking for.
All right, man. Hey, you know what? We kind of drug into this travel thing, and it's been, it seems like we've been side by side. I remember we took that long flight over to Japan, and that was crazy. I know the first time I was on a plane, that was like 10 hours. Yeah. Man, I was freaked out. Now we hop on a plane now. We good now, because then we were going to I call it our first apartment over in Japan, and that was on the USS Midway. Back, hey, shout out to all our veterans, and those who serving now and continue to serve. Hey, thank you very much. Been there, done that, yes. And we're done with that.
Done. So, yeah, we traveled a lot in the past, and Lori was the one that always set up airfare, reservations for hotels, any excursions, and things like that. So she took care of it all, and it was a lot of work. So it's kind of nice that how you've wrapped your love for travel, and we've been benefiting from it because it definitely makes it a lot easier.
Yeah, it's good. I got the thing, they always say turn a passion into a paycheck. For me, it was never about a paycheck. I'll be honest, it was about good deals, discount, and access to the things that we wanted to do. And, we totally wanted to get out there and see the world. I still remember one trip that we did. Well, I ain't gonna say one trip. It was more so where Uncle Sam took us on the ship, and we ended up in Singapore. I remember going out, getting a hotel room. It was like $150, and I was like, I want to say per night, and we did a couple nights. And I still got the pictures. They're hid away, and no, we won't let anybody see those photos. Yeah, But I remember going out, and I don't even know how we found the hotel. I think we just, I don't even remember if they had services, but yeah, I think we just looked, and $150 a night. And I'm going to say, 30 years ago, $150.
That's a lot.
Per night. That was a lot. And I still remember my paychecks being like 284 on the first and 15. You had your little allotments going out I had my car payment, I had my stuff. And I remember going out, man, but you know what? We did stuff. I think most of the places we went to, the average hotel was like 10 or $15 a night. I mean, and those who were fellow travelers or our fellow sailors, we all did that. $15 a night for a hotel room.
Yeah.
$20 a night for Thailand. That was crazy, man.
Okay. But on this way, now that we're fortunate in a position to do it, going to some of these places and to be able to enjoy the country, to enjoy the foods, the sights, the ambiance. I mean, it's just, it's a trip. It's really nice to go be able to see places that you heard about or saw on TV. Then it's like, okay, you know what? I really, really enjoy this.
It's true. And people ask why the places, like I mentioned Thailand before, where we're going to go out to Thailand here, and we're taking off and going there in March. And it's totally different, because being young and coming off a ship, and all I cared about was drinking and partying. Now we're actually going to go check out the food. We're gonna have a nice house, and we're doing it couple style, and just traveling and enjoying. I think now we can have some appreciation for that stuff, man. I think the only places that I truly appreciated was Japan, and so because I was there 3 years. I mean, so the cherry blossoms and stuff like that. I can appreciate it, but now I really appreciate it. It's almost like your kid going to college, you're paying for it, and you're paying for your kids to go to college. They go and have fun, but if they're older and go back and get that education, they actually tend to do better because they're paying for it.
Yeah.
So now now we're paying for it.
Yeah.
We're paying. We had free travel before. We had a free travel agent, and now we're doing that. So you know what? I mean, that's cool. So I think it was like a big guys trip. So now we can do that ourselves. I mean, kind of trips and stuff we do. I remember we sit around and we talked, and I think we came up with a trip where we did. It was a beer tour.
Yes.
I mean, that was a blast.
And that was a blast.
That was a blast.
Belgium, Germany, and
Ireland. We started in Ireland. We started at the Guinness.
The Guinness factory. Oh, beautiful, great beer.
So those are cool things. I mean, just being there, just you know what? I'm gonna tell you like that. I think I drank so much beer. I think when I got back, I didn't drink beer for like 4 months. All we had was frites with mayo, and a lot of beer. But it was a blast. I mean, now we can talk guy stuff because we have, we always go with the wives and do our stuff. Now, I have to say, we did a boys trip last year. We went up to celebrate one of our buddies' birthday, and we went to Nashville.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a blast, For guys, bunch of booze, a bunch of unhealthy food. Didn't have to worry about eating your salads or your veggies.
Was good. Oh man, that food was good. And still had a good time. Had a really good time. Nothing crazy, nothing out of the box. It's just good catching up, drinking, good beers. The food of Nashville, outstanding. And just enjoying your brothers and forming those connections that, just making lifetimes and memories.
That's that's it. I mean, now the wife always tell me, I'm glad I caught you old and tired. I'm like, nah, it's all good though. I'm only tired maybe when we're just with you from traveling with all that luggage, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But how we travel, as a guy's trip, man, I mean, we don't have to go out, and you could do golf trips, you could do whatever, but I think it was pretty easy for us to travel. You know what I mean? We had a car, it was just the four of us, and there was it's like, what do you guys want to go? Sounds good to me.
Yep, that was it. You guys want to eat here? Yeah, that sounds good.
We'll figure it out. We'll find some food. If y'all got wings, prefer some fries, cold beer, and some nice booze, some bourbon.
Good music.
Good music.
Didn't think I would like the country, but it's different when someone's singing and they're trying to make it in that music business. Then it's like, okay, wow, impressive.
Right. Hey, throw a quick plug. We went out there to what is it? What's the name of the place? I don't know. We did the Red something. That was Blake Shelton's place. Went across the street to Kick Rock's place, and they had a couple of local guys. We went down. What do they call it? Painter's Alley.
Yes.
Which was really cool. We found that little hidden bar, where it was like we're sitting here at this little small bar, and we're like, where are these people going? The bathroom can't be that big. And we end up rolling in the back, but it was just something we just experienced. So those are kind of some of the fun stuff you do, with your boys, man. What are some other stuff that you like to do with the fellas? I mean, because we do plenty of group trips and with ladies trips, but for guys wise,
it's kind of nice. It's even when we've gone on, the couples trips, that sometimes during those trips we break on away, and the guys will go, like in New York when we went to Yankee Stadium. That was a blast. See a ball game, have the beer, enjoy camaraderie, and that's it. The big thing now is just spending time with people you consider family and just having fun. And I mean, it's worth gold.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, because it was like, as a matter of fact, I remember the girls talking about going to the, it was going to do a girls' weekend.
Yeah.
And then we was like,
wow.
we want to go too. We boondoggled it. We caught a game up in Columbia. We went to the Yankees. We were just out and about. We doing our guy things. Hey, y'all go do your thing. You go to the spa and go shopping. But that's something else that you do. You travel as couples. You're not always paired up with each other.
Right.
But you got to go out with some folks that you want to chill with and you want to hang with, which is cool. So you know what, fellas, you could always go out and just with your other boys, your long-term friends. I think that I think we got past that term of friends because everybody uses that with their boys. You got to be either your boys or we call each other our brothers.
Right. Exactly. So, it's nice. Places that you thought you wouldn't like because everything is like, hey, what do you guys think about this? Like Nashville trip, but that wasn't something that we really planned to go to the first time.
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh, what about Nashville? And sure enough, it was a blast.
Yeah, it wasn't a place on the list to go to, but to go back it was.
You remember the Alaska one?
Oh.
I did not want to go at all.
Well, you fought us tooth and nail on going to Alaska.
Why don't we go to Alaska?
That's when you get outvoted.
Yeah. So went to Alaska, and it was pleasantly surprising. The beauty of that place. So it goes again that you might not be comfortable with going to a certain place, but once you get there, it might actually surprise you. Because I would go back there in a heartbeat.
Yeah. Alaska was good. It was a blast. It was a fun. Hey, we even considered going over there. Let's go up there and work for a season for 4 months.
Yeah.
Go up there and be tourists and stuff.
Yeah.
And they don't know we don't know what we don't know.
Yeah. Because the pictures don't do it justice to be out there and actually see these huge mountains, hundreds of miles, just mountains and nature and just wide open areas that you can't unless you have to see it. The pictures just don't do it justice.
Yeah. No, you're absolutely right about that. So that was good, man. That was really cool. I remember I used to take a lot of boys trip and we used to go, and we said we were going to go golfing, but we ended up at the pool and the bars the most of the time. I mean, but those are times to let your hair down, no responsibilities. You ain't got to change a light bulb. You ain't got to worry about going to the store because they forgot something. I ain't gonna say that my wife ever did that, but she's good about that. However, but those are the things you don't have to worry about because God knows you got a nice list right now to do stuff around the house. But now that you're retired, that's what you do. Mm-hmm. So now we're going to travel a lot more. So
yes.
I think it's good times, man. It's good times. So I think the good thing about it is that our wives do get along because that would be, dude, it would not be fun if we traveled and our spouses didn't get along.
That would be difficult. That would be difficult, but it's we pretty much everyone that we travel with, it's good pairing. Everybody gets along, and then like I know you said in the past that it's everybody's trip.
Yeah.
So if you want to split her off and go do something, you're splitting her off to go do something, and then maybe we'll hook up later. But doesn't just hey you have to. Everybody has to be around each other. You have to go split off and do your own thing, and then maybe meet up later on. Or if not, next day.
So I have to ask now.
That's what's nice about our group.
Now when you traveling with Lori, because we do our thing together. Now, while you guys getting ready, do you guys have any disagreements about? Okay, Lori, we got 8 bags. You know, you try to gotta whittle it down. Or is she good about it, or you the one that's the prima donna?
We've gotten better. We've both gotten better over time of going out and first, having all these bags and whatnot, and now going, okay, we need to have what we need to have, but shrink it down and actually, what are you going to wear? What are you going to do? So we've definitely learned how to pack for trips. So, usually if it's a place that you're going to just be wearing jeans, 2 pair of jeans. Different tops, so you don't need 5 pair of jeans or 7 pair of jeans or 12 pair of jeans. 2 pair of jeans. Switch out between them, and then you have different tops to go with it. Summertime, if you're going to tropical places, that's easier because usually shorts, t-shirts, flip-flops, Birkenstocks. So that's easier. So,
dude, you wear Birks? You wear those Jesus shoes?
That's right. So you just learn over time, and then also, depending on where you're going, you can wash clothes.
Yeah.
And so, you carry over a week's worth of stuff if you're going to be away for, a couple of weeks or even a month. There's places where you can go and get your stuff washed too, as well. So you're not sitting up there bringing 2 full suitcases per person. Now it's 1, and then you just do laundry, and you're good.
Yeah, I know last year when we did that big trip, that's how we did it. It was crazy. And I was like, hey, son of a bitch out there, everybody, hey, use the laundry services.
Yes.
If you want to do 10 days worth of clothes on a 3-week trip, I said, just be smart about it. So that way, you're not sitting out there and, oh my God, I remember we had, it was crazy when we had 30 people all on the bus, and everybody did a better job at having 1 bag and 1 carry-on. And then there were some that had like 2-3 bags a person.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
And then also toiletries. We figured that, you bring stuff that you're gonna get from home. You could bring a toothpaste, toothbrush, if you need some hair products that you absolutely have to bring with you. But the rest of the stuff, once you get there and you're staying wherever, especially if it's a metropolitan area or a small area that has a store, you buy your shampoo there, you buy your lotion there, you buy your mouthwash there, you can buy the shower stuff, and so you're not lugging extra weight with you. So that's another thing that we learned as well.
Feel like you're trying to be a smart traveler, man.
Smart traveler.
Yes. I always tell Soraya, I'm like this. I said, hey, if we forgot it, there's always a Walmart somewhere. It's like this. Hey, if I got my credit card, I got my stuff, I'm good. I can just buy what I need. But you know what? Just as long as you buy shampoo and not hair remover, which I don't have any issue, or I did it already.
But it's funny that you brought up paying for stuff and how you hooked us into the Revolut card.
Oh yeah.
Because back in the past, how you brought way back. If you're going abroad, you buy the American Express. What they call those things? American Express traveler's checks.
Oh, travel checks,
Yes.
yeah. Traveler's check. Oh my
Yes.
God, those things is,
Yes.
dude, you're going way back. You're going way back when we were poor and broke.
Yeah.
But we're still broke.
Or going to a place to get money exchanged.
Yeah.
And then you had the whim of, whatever exchange place you went to. But now that Revolut card,
Yeah.
easy peasy.
You got the Revolut. Hey, so check it out. I throw that information up and see if I can get a promo code out there for you guys. But it's a way when you travel from country to country, you don't have to worry about money exchange because these days everybody taps. So all you have to do is exchange it virtually. Great exchange rates, safe. It's actually from a UK bank. Some of our friends in the UK actually turned us onto it. When we're always going back and forth because they do it between the pounds and the euros. So that's something that seems like you learned quite a bit. I'm proud of you. You learned quite a bit, man. I mean, we always go on these adventures. I mean, but that's cool, and we go wander around, get lost. Who cares? You know what I mean? But that's what travel is about, man.
And to just learn people. and you're just shocked to know we're pretty much all the same.
Yeah.
Different foods. Talking about food, it's funny. What we eat here that's Italian or Greek or whatever you want to, different ethnic type food, you go over there and it's totally different.
Yeah.
Totally different.
That's why they can eat a whole pizza, because it's so light. They use that 00 flour where we use all this gluten and all this other stuff, so yeah, everybody, I think other countries got some things right, man. They got a lot of things right. In America, I think we're good. It's a great place to live. We served our country, we did our thing. However, in some countries, their quality of life and their outlook is a little bit better than
sometimes
than
even the quality of the food.
Oh,
Hands down, yeah.
definitely the quality of the food when it comes to a lot. We got our good stuff, but let me tell you, some of those, it's everything what we consider organic, they just call it food. But you can go out and get a burger or something like that, for a good value meal. But you want some broccoli, you want something, you're gonna leave a kidney or two. But that's life. We enjoy it, man, when we go out and experience. So it's always a blast. We go out, we find something to do, just different, and it's funny seeing us at this stage in life going out and doing stuff, because then I know what we were like. I mean, we were, I ain't gonna say reckless, but think about it. Think about it, man. No matter if we were broke or not, we always had a place to sleep.
Yeah.
They always provided 3 meals for us, and so the military did us good. But you know what? It allowed us a little bit more freedom. That we could go out just and enjoy. And, I think that's why I joined the Navy, because I remember that commercial says it's not just a job and it's an adventure. And you know what? The world's been an adventure. So now we're going back and we're going to appreciate these things.
And see it from a different lens.
Yeah.
And, from being young men and now traveled a lot, and now being able to go back and go, okay, wow, that's nice to appreciate the sushi restaurants and the different foods. And
I guess we grew up for a change, folks. We grew up. That's what we did. We grew up. That's called the maturity. Always the old adage, seeing a boy's world through a man's eye. You know what? And that's good, man. And I tell you, I love traveling with my brothers. It's a core group of us, and I used to watch all these movies, and you get all these folks, these couples, and they go out and they're playing golf together, they're playing tennis together. Well, today is pickleball, but they're doing whatever, but we travel, we go out to the beach, we do whatever. And it's a blast, because we are truly living our best lives now. Mm-hmm. I know that's what my daughter always tell me. Baby girl, you always tell me I'm living my best life. You know what? That's what we do. Do your kids ever tell you that you're living your best life? Or they like, why you going on another trip again? Why you going on another trip?
Yeah, probably that.
Probably
they're glad that we're going out there. So
yeah, you guys should be doing that. I remember for a while, the kids was just like, okay, where you at? Where you guys at? Are you home? Can we come down? Are you home? And I'm like, maybe. I'm home today. By the time you come tomorrow or next week, I probably somewhere else. Check out my social media. You can find out where we're at.
Yeah, where's dad?
Exactly. So, it's cool, man. I know we just kind of chop it up with some of our stuff with the experience, but, it's always appreciate you and having that brotherhood. And, remember, blood don't make real family. You know what I mean? I can't help what I'm born into, but that relationship that you grow into, that's where it is, and our brotherhood that we have, and our crew, we call ourselves the Horsemen, and we do our thing. That is a true brotherhood, because, we grew up together.
Yeah.
We were poor together, and we done all that stuff. And I always make a reference to that, and I don't say that in a negative way, but I just say that we have grown a lot, and now we can see the world on a quality basis.
Yes.
You know what I mean? We don't have to go out there and take that $20 and stretch it while we're out, off of work and, while we're traveling overseas. Of course,
But
$20 was good then.
But still, save.
Yeah.
And then, let's go to a really nice restaurant. Then we can do that as well.
Yeah.
Or
I mean,
go out to a cart, grab a knish.
Well, that's true.
A hot dog.
You got to do that. You still got to experience. You still got to experience this stuff. So you know what, man? It's all good, man. Hey, I appreciate having you come out and just kind of round table shooting some stuff that you had out there, but create those friendships and they are truly life bonding. I followed you in career wise, but I did beat you up for retirement though. I jumped out first.
Yeah.
And here we are, and we're traveling, and today we live our best life today. And you know what? I'm looking forward to a few more adventures or two. And that's it, baby. So hey guys, thank you for tuning in and to Between Departures. This is just something that you'd like to share. And while we're out here just enjoying the world one step at a time, one trip at a time, one memory at a time. And just remember, stay safe, travel safe and travel often. Travel by Jay. Appreciate you guys. Till the next episode.
All right.
We'll roll out like that.
Thank you.
Man, this is the life, right? You said it, brother. Just cruising.